Hey.
Hello. We are back for another session of Tales of Lost Souls. I will be your DM today, a demon. I am joined with all my current players in no particular order. We have Sage.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
We have Neza.
Greetings.
We have Omega.
Hello.
We have Katron.
Sup, everybody?
And last, but definitely not the most forgettable, Chaos.
Sup, bitches? Oh, how demons supremacy.
What an intro. I gotta say.
And as a side note, happy May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Star Wars Day, yeah.
Yay!
I wouldn't be surprised that just because it is Star Wars Day, that it'll try to get copyrighted at some point.
Honest, well, just say
can
happy
see
Star
that.
Wars Day to the Star Wars fans out there.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's a nice day. I think there's a lot of deals and sales on Star Wars-based games if you're into them. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, oh, that's now copywritten, much like, Happy Birthday was at one point.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The song Happy Birthday was copyrighted at some point. However, it was removed.
It was removed pretty quickly afterwards, but for a brief moment, it was.
Jeez.
Who the hell would do that?
Yeah.
The people that made the Happy Birthday song.
People made the song. I thought it
Yes.
just existed. Like, the sky was blue, grass was green, water was wet, the Happy Birthday song existed.
Nope.
Nah,
It's much like how the term Band-Aid is actually an official product, and you have to use was it adhesive strip?
Huh.
Same with Velcro. It's a company name, not the actual product's name.
Yeah.
I
Mind
did not know any
blown.
of this. I've committed so
mean,
many
hell.
crimes then.
You committed a lot of crimes.
Yeah, but these
Oh, yeah.
ones were
As a-
unknowingly. I want to do them
As also,
knowingly.
also as a fun fact, most games did also fall under this as well. But if you have a first aid pack in a game that has a red cross for health, that is technically a war crime.
Serious?
Yeah.
War
Yeah.
crime.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
You can look that up if you don't believe me.
I've committed war
Yep.
crimes.
So, fun fact: Stardew Valley has committed a war crime.
I think most games from the early 2000s have committed a war crime.
Also,
Including,
I was
not
looking at
limited
Steam.
to, Halo.
Also, looking at the Steam sales, Jedi Survivor is now $17 Australia.
That's not
Jeez.
bad.
That's not. Yeah, that's decent.
That's an 80% discount.
Sounds like I
Same
can go
with
with the,
Battlefront.
could go with the other old
Same
saying, like,
with
it's
the-
finally been released. For those of you who are patient gamers.
None of us are.
I mean, I've already got the game, so.
I haven't played it because my laptop will explode.
Yeah,
when
I've
you-
heard that on release it wasn't actually that good. There was like many stuttering and bug issues.
It was extremely buggy.
Oh yeah, but like when you look past that, it's actually a very good game. I think it definitely expands upon the first one very well. And as a Star Wars fan, I must say it really does delves deeper into the lore as well, and a couple of nice cameos.
The only Star Wars game I've played is Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Oh, how I so want to play that game.
It's a good game. I like it.
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked with Star Wars. Let's get back on before the DM starts to kill all of us.
Nah, I'll just go up to you since you started it.
We should have done a Star
It's
Wars
just,
one shot for
it's
today.
just, it's just like a happy day.
We should have done a Star Wars one shot for today.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
let's save
Yeah,
that for
I'm
next year.
very used to those.
And oh yeah, back on our other topic as well. When Stardew actually fixed it to patch it, that was their statement in the patch notes.
Fix a
What was it?
potential war crime. Oh, I would love to see an image of that. somebody reading it out similar to the Sims 3 patch notes.
Yeah.
You can now crit throw the baby.
Yeah, if you want the actual full text in that, that's the original stuff there.
Ooh, I gotta see this.
Oh wow.
So it is a legitimate thing.
And a lot of games have broken it.
Yes, they have, but at least now they're actually starting to take a step back because a lot of games nowadays have actually replaced that red cross with a green cross.
Yeah,
Actually,
I've noticed that.
I have a fun fact about the Stardew Valley one. On the official Stardew Valley board game, the cross is still red.
Yes, likely because that was in development before they were aware of this.
I mean, it brings up the question: why does it break the Geneva Convention?
Because
I'm
medical
pretty sure
personnel.
medics would wear the red cross and go out
I
to the
mean,
battlefields
it
and
does
treat
actually
people.
state that in the second paragraph of what I've pasted.
Let's see here. Username in the video game is forbidden and is direct violation of the convention. Creating the Red Cross website. Valid symbol.
Anyway, D&D, right?
Immediate sidetrack. That's what we're about.
Yeah.
But we should just make it like a separate stream just for like, you know, just for topics and all that. Just do a separate stream on
Pretty
that.
sure the
That
red
is what
cross
Saturday's
became, like,
stream is about.
I'm pretty sure the red
Yeah, well,
cross
no one told me.
became protected because they would have doctors on both sides heading out into the field to collect injured people, and so it became agreed that no one would shoot them on both sides. So red cross became
Hey,
protected
hang
because
on.
of that.
Why am I hanging out on Valdon's shoulder? Let me move back over to my guy.
We don't want to go on
My
to your
shoulder
side.
buddy.
Can you guys see your things or?
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay,
quick recap before I get interrupted and we sidetracked again. Yeah, you finished the underwater town, yada yada yada. You moved on. We had lovely tech issues, yada yada yada. That's it.
Nice recap.
Oh, people almost died like 15 times, but that's sorry.
Not me this time.
You were
What
one
did
of
you do?
them.
You were the first one to nearly kick it.
No, it
No,
was
that was Katron.
Katron last session.
Twice before me.
Well, I mean, when we kind of really got
I
into the
mean,
combat, it was chaos.
It could always also be worse chaos. It just could be a constitution save away.
But yeah,
Now we're in,
combat will start to get more difficult. That was meant to be a
Oh,
wake up
terrific.
call. As a warning.
You call that a warning?
I gave
playing
you a
with
path
fire.
of escape, the tunnels that led out of a room. It would not have followed.
Anyway, so yeah, I need to upgrade my guy to have guns.
Yeah, anyway, so I need to upgrade my guns.
No, I need to make a gun.
Ah,
As an artificer,
Maybe just make it be a big
Oh.
barreled gun that rivals a cannon in somewhat.
as an artificer, I can do that.
Demon knows what I'm getting at.
depending on which subclass you're going with, because not all of them has access to it.
I'm sure I've selected the artillerist. No, battlesmith. I'm the battlesmith. So I'm pretty sure battlesmith has guns. Or can build one. Anyway,
Well,
was that
I
track
suppose those talks will be entirely up to you and the DM of what would be technically allowed in universe.
Sorry, I was accidentally able to move the cart for a second there.
Everybody can move the cart.
I can also make
Oh.
us all disappear too.
I still can't
What?
see anything.
You're not worthy.
Hey,
What do you mean? You're there?
What do you mean you haven't loaded into
I was trying to say
the
it before. I still can't see anything.
Oh, that's right.
is that-
Oh my god! It's just the fact that now I can see finally.
Welcome back.
How
I see you-
dare
I
you
see you-
just
I
forget
see
me
you've
like
had
that?
I see you've had a nice nap while we were wheeling into town.
Last I remember,
So this is a new-
I was drowning in the water.
Yes,
isn't
it
a
was
new
quite a
weather.
struggle, but we
It
did
was.
manage to get you out of there.
Guys, what the hell
Who
was
got
that
me out of
cat?
there, though?
I think the rat.
Ah, I
Well,
see
the
you
rat ate
feeling
me.
awake.
And you guys have just left me hanging on the back of the cart as well.
No, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure there's a bit there you can sit on.
Yeah, but if I'm unconscious, I'd probably be lying down, and then since I'm
Would you
not awake, if
be
there's a
hiking
bump, I
down?
probably would have just tumbled off.
Would you
Honestly,
prefer to
would
lay
you
on
have-
someone's lap?
Or do you want us to attach ropes to your feet and drag you behind the cart?
You could have at least like chucked me on the roof or something.
No,
Look,
the
stop
roof
your-
will collapse in. It's only
We can tie ropes around your tail and drag you behind the cart that way.
I'm pretty sure you'd probably just yank my tail off.
Well, then I'll get my scarf.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off the cart now.
But why?
Why not?
You know what? Fair.
Why there
Uh-huh.
are so many birdies in the sky?
I mean, I'm still driving this, so let's move it further into
How-
town.
How are you driving it from the middle of the cart?
That is a good question.
A very long rope.
Monsieur Rat was driving.
Yeah, with
Blind guy and
Maypan.
the rat
We-
is controlling the cart.
To be fair, Monsieur Rack could probably communicate with the horses somewhat, so that's not a bad idea, technically speaking.
We did left.
I can only move myself, not everybody else.
Ah, wait for us.
We can
Man,
all
I guess I'm
swap-
taking the back now.
This is ridiculous. I thought the cart could go. I thought it was so that we go with the cart.
That's
No,
only when the
it's
DM
not.
does that.
Hey, why do I have a religions check I need to make?
It's better.
Just
Thank
don't
you
try and
for
turn the
hydrate.
cart, because that's going to have unforeseen circumstances.
The map's not being discovered. I can only see our area, but the rest, once we move.
Yeah, fog of war's been disabled, that's why.
It's stupid to do.
Hey, guys. Hey,
Hey.
guy.
Hey.
Who's this?
Ulrich, do not hit the random knight.
Random night? No. If it's a vendor with cabbages on it, then maybe.
Oh no.
Oh
Is that all-
God.
we
What?
also have to watch out for
Cabbages.
that.
What do you mean?
Why is it always a vendor with cabbages that gets run over or something? Like, why is it always that?
I feel like
It's
all
like
it's not be able to see
cabbages.
is cabbages, so I guess anyone has to be on the lookout if they're on the road, apparently.
I'm pretty sure there's a cabbages growing over there.
We're not positioned very well.
Demon,
Yes.
there are people that aren't tokens.
I'm quite aware. That is to indicate
What?
that it's a populated area.
Okay.
Would it be populated if Chaos was to jump out and go and try and make friends with them?
Friends?
You said. Why did you have to mention the F word?
You just have to let me know
Unfortunately.
when you're stopping, otherwise I'm just gonna keep moving.
You'll drive us off the edge of the map.
Yeah. What are we seeing as we're getting into the thing?
So as you are moving, that cloud is getting way too much. What the hell?
Yeah,
So
'cause it's like where we stop is basically all dependent on what we see. It's like you see like a bunch of bandits, like we're not stopping here.
what do you mean? That's the best place to stop. And as you continue through town, you're seeing houses, pretty much a few houses. You catch a glimpse of what seems to be a knight patrolling, and what seems to also be a market just beyond a layer of the houses. Some of these houses seem to also be turned into little homemade run businesses, mostly fruit and veg, made from the lovely farms of this town.
Use a little more green.
So we see a market. We have a bunch of things we can sell.
Depending
build up.
on, depending on if we can actually sell the stuff here.
I'm sure we can convince them to buy things.
That's not green. What happened to my green?
Who is
I mean,
drawing
here's the
all
thing: if you're a
Here's the green that you've so lovingly requested.
That's
That's purple.
purple. Oh yeah, this has just become Mission Impossible. We have to go through all the tripwires and lasers, whatnot.
More like
Field.
Resident Evil.
I thought the whole point of triple wires and lasers was not to go through them, but around them.
We
That's
could always
pretty
go
good.
over them.
Or we could go under them.
Oh, you want to dig a tunnel?
Yes.
Oh,
Anyway,
they disappeared. We don't know where they are.
David, I have a question.
Yes.
So, as my character has the far-traveled background, would I have been anywhere in this village before?
You would have probably passed through the village, yes.
Cool.
God, what reputation does he have in the village? Do people recognize him?
They wouldn't recognize me. No, they'd recognize the big metal guy.
Hey, look, it's Metal
Yes,
Man.
they would definitely recognize the big metal guy. They would believe that he was the very strange and weird gentleman that passed through their town not long ago.
Okay,
That
but
he's
are
known
the
as
townsfolk-
the silent person.
So
He
the
is known
townsfolk-
as the Iron Man.
So does the townsfolk want him to be free or prefer him in handcuffs?
They are more along the lines of he's
Stay out of his way.
strange, but probably not handcuffs. They're wary.
Yeah, I have done no crimes in this town yet.
Yet.
When we were first
yeah.
talking, you said you had no clue where you came from, so I feel like there has to be narrated with an that you know of.
Look, have you seen a bounty poster with my face on it yet?
Counterpoint, have I seen a bounty poster?
Counterpoint:
yet.
have you seen a bounty poster with the Iron Man? Big Metal Man.
That kind of was a legitimate question. I don't know if my line of work I'd actually know what a bounty board is. 'Cause
You
I'm
would
not
have
an
seen
adventurer.
bounty boards.
Okay.
Besides, I've done no crimes in this town.
As far as we know.
As far as you're aware, I might have done a crime of 7 in a different town. Anyway, show.
Anyway,
Shall we continue?
Yes. Wait,
DM,
blind
if
guy.
you so kindly may. Thank you.
Blind guy. You said you wanted to run over cabbages, correct? There are
I said
cabbages over there.
maybe.
There are cabbages over there, though.
What if we just didn't tell the DM to stop and we just went right by the town?
Well, we're probably gonna hit that this fella up here.
Sir, move out the way! Okay, we're good.
Oh god, the cart knows how to break the laws of physics and go side to side.
I mean, a blind man is driving. How do you think it works?
And now roll stat.
I'm thinking echolocation.
We have become 2 tokens. There is still someone on top of me.
Missing. Monster rabbit and I are
It
missing.
has thus combined.
Hey, look, a rat. He's gone.
Anyway,
Anyway,
what time is it in town? Well, what time is it?
it would be about midday.
I guess I'm driving now.
Everybody,
It was like rats, be gone.
to be fair, you're probably the smart one to be driving, considering one of you is blind.
I mean, I do have proficiencies in land vehicles after all. Whatever that's supposed to translate to.
Yeah, well,
I
your
think one.
proficiency just went us from going straight to on an angle.
Oh, wait,
I do not have proficiency in land
Did you
vehicles.
load the wrong map because this isn't titled right?
What do you mean?
It's
All right, 300
Alabaasterville.
meg map. Here we go.
This is... Anyway,
No, the big
Well,
map has a
cool.
W in it.
Chaos, do you have a new sidekick sitting with you now?
What do you mean?
I could
Oh,
have sworn I was
hex.
driving like 2 seconds ago.
No, Monster Rat's
Chaos
driving.
is the new Iron Giant.
Monster Rat's driving.
yeah, Montserrat is right. Neither of my characters have...
Should I roll animal handling for Monster Rat just in case?
Why?
Just in case he does end up driving?
You guys were friends already.
No,
But I
Monster
thought
Rat
we were
rolled animal
already friends.
So
I mean, there's a
there-
concept as
you
frenemies.
you continue down the way and you come to a more bustling area. You notice there is a well and that the road splits off a bit.
Harry Potter, is that you?
Harry Potter.
That looks
we-
like Harry Potter.
What do you mean, well?
I feel like we're missing someone.
What the?
We seem to have enough. We seem to have enough space, but someone isn't hanging off the edge, and there we go.
Ah,
We were just doubling up on characters.
he's no
Anyway.
longer. It's no longer Monsieur Mijorat. It's now Monsieur
Much yeah.
Monster
So,
Rat.
shall we move down and also park the carriage about out here in the open?
Well, like make a little camp spot like around here or something. Yeah.
I mean, we can park up here. There's enough space for it and have a look around town.
Have we seen anything resembling stables?
Not yet.
Well, this is probably the most open space we'll get, I think, in this area.
The person that was
Unless
here
you want to park in the middle
before
of the woods here.
is aware that there is an inn/adventurers guild in town.
Who's aware?
You are.
Oh, cool. There's an Indian Adventurers Guild here.
Is there
No,
a smithy?
Burn him down.
I mean, being aware and telling the group are two entirely separate options.
I'd assume I'm going to tell you guys that there are both of those things here. As to where they are, God hasn't told me.
Page 3.
As to where they are, God has decided to unfork that information.
Confirmed, God does exist.
Perhaps God needs a little bit of a bribe with some channel points. Hold on. It's on cooldown.
Alright, I got some channel points to give them. Here are my wasted points.
69.
Nice.
Anyway, can I get that information now, please? As to where these places...
I've sent it to you in game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I can whisper messages.
Yeah, did you not hear when the DM stated it out loud?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Anyway, it's not on this page. Next page over, apparently.
Well, what should we do? Should we go exploring or should we just discuss our plan? Assuming we have a plan, because we never have one.
Well, if we wanted to wander around the town, it might be best to look for some type of stables to at least keep our horses in check. Make sure they're all like well looked after and all that as well.
Can we just leave that to Monsieur Rat? He's an animal. He can chat with them.
Yeah. You could bite the
Also,
meat.
also, don't we need to...
Use have food for the horses.
Yeah, I mean, currently we are in reverse to map, if I can find it. Atlas, here it is. Alabaasterville.
That.
Hamsterville. We need to try and figure out a route from here to the King's Watch.
I mean, we can always find the tavern or Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, we can
I-
probably go and ask around.
I have an Atlas channel that does not load.
Oh, no.
We don't have an exact map or route to King's Watch yet. We just know we have to go to Alabaster.
Yes, but finding our way around is probably going to be the best thing.
I mean, wait,
However,
hang on.
I do want to make sure that our steeds themselves are actually taken care of, because unless we have food for them, we'll need to pick that up anyway.
I mean, I'm willing to stay here while you guys try and figure out where everything is.
Also, I just remembered, I do start with a map of places. I can't remember where it would be though.
A map, you say?
Yeah, I
It's the
started with
map of the Far Realms. Sadly, they don't work here.
no, probably
Would another
more
bribe of
map.
channel points work?
Oh, also, I do start with money. I start with 5 gold pieces in my pouch.
Also, this is so people.
I mean, the
can...
town is probably the safest place if everyone wants to get out and like stretch their legs or anything as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Mm.
There.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Alabaasterville. You're
So you
loading
can
very
see
slowly.
the entire map.
It's just 300
Cool.
meg. It's going to take a while to load.
Yeah. It's taking so long. It's taking so long.
Well, you can
Would
always
you
close
mind?
this book. It's not that
Whoa.
hard, people.
There's a big map.
Yeah.
I mean, what's this?
It looks like there's some sort of fort at the end of the road.
Yeah, you'd be able to see that, by the way.
Yeah, I also assume I would be able to just know that because I've been here
I
before.
feel like the buildings over on the right or the structures over to the right are laughing at me.
Over right, what do you
Also,
mean?
I hate to tell you this, Demon.
Mm.
I closed the Atlas. And now it's just gone.
That's under the journal. We've got a journal entry called Atlas.
Yes, I'm in the journals tab and it's not there.
it's there for me.
Okay, you'll have to select the Atlas tab over on the right.
No, I'm saying it's not there.
What do you mean it's not there?
Then close out the entire tab
Alright, can
and
you see it
click on
now?
Atlas in the journal again.
Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it. I can
Alright.
see it now.
When
you
I
feeling
when
it,
I
Mr.
showed
Krabs?
people the thing, I accidentally clicked a button that downgraded permissions, so it would disappear after you exited. My fault.
Okay, so there was nothing we could help with in that case then.
Yeah, no.
Apparently.
Also, why do I have an
Anyway.
Artificer journal that I can click on?
Everyone has
No, I
access
have-
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know what I can create currently.
Ah, fair enough.
That's fair.
And with magic,
Right.
the cart disappears.
No, it has left us. We are stranded here. All is lost.
What are you talking about? It's in my bag of holding.
Is that the route we're going with those things?
No.
We disassemble it, put it into the bag of holding for it to be reassembled later.
I mean,
I-
that would be an amazing like RP thing for like a card if an artificer was just assembling the card every time we wanted to leave town or something like that. You take it apart bit by bit, like polish it down, make sure all the wear and tear is gone.
I'm gonna be honest. Part of me would rather the discussion on actually having living things in the bag of holding than a cart in there.
Living things
You
cannot
want to go
survive a
back
bag
to
of
those
holding.
days, huh?
I know they can't, but I'd rather that argument over putting a cart in there.
Here's the thing.
Anyway,
They can for a bit because of suffocation rules.
anywho,
I suggest we don't open up that can of worms on stream.
That is
yeah,
true.
so I'm kind of,
Put it
I'm
back in
kind
the
of steer
pantry.
away from that. Anyway, is there a blacksmith in town?
There would be something of the sort.
Do I know where that is?
Yes.
Is it on this page?
Yes, it is. Hold on, I will. Eh. This is not the best color background. Right, sure.
It's almost as if it's designed for a map.
I know,
There it is.
right?
Well, whoever needs to go talk to the Adventurers Guild, you can go do that. I'm going to the blacksmith.
Alright, I'll put in text on the map over the buildings.
Yeah, sorry.
Mind if I come tag along?
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
Yeah,
Ken.
well,
well, I need to hand in some stuff to the Adventurers Guild. Just need to figure out which building that one is.
It's a bit over. Different page.
It's on a different page. Okay.
yeah. If the carts were also
Yeah.
disappeared, does that mean our horses are also disappeared? Or am I still like gonna tag along with them and like try and get them into a stable somewhere?
So just for easier of like movement and seeing the map, I just hide the cart. The cart is actually still there, so are the horses. The stables, if you asked around, you would find that there are some. That is on the other map.
Yeah, so that would be my goal then.
Yeah, I'll probably come with you. Take the cart and go over to map number 3.
Yeah, then I'd also accompany our 2 NPCs here, because I don't know if they needed to go to a direct spot or not.
They would be heading towards the inn.
Which is also on page number 3.
Yes. So,
Okay, so it's like everything I could do was on page 3 then.
Yeah.
copy.
Insert Minecraft Nether portal sound.
Oh,
That is not a
God.
metaphor.
Why'd you have to mention Minecraft?
We're just gonna hide you guys for now.
I'm gone.
Chaos, what have you done?
I don't know.
Alright, so the car at this time would be moving down the path and be heading over to page 3. During that time, we'll go to the other 2 groups because it would take you a little bit time to move the car down towards the inn and the other stuff.
That is fair.
So, are you going to be doing the blacksmith first, or the one that's running around like, well, a rat?
We are going to start with blacksmith.
Okay, which one is that?
So hold on, I'm just gonna change.
I can't do like the force ping. The left side of the map, near the bottom.
There it is.
Who's on the way down here?
Who else is on the map? There's one other person.
Alright,
Is he taking?
So
I wasn't gonna go there, but I
He's
got
across
dragged
the other
over and
entire
accidentally-
side of the map. That's
as you arrive at this blacksmith, you'll notice that the smaller building is the forge, and the bigger building would be the house/shop area.
I think guys just broke into the house.
No, I didn't.
Do we see the person working there currently?
You would see an older gentleman currently working in the forge, and you would see a kind of what would look like to be their grandson minding the shop.
All right.
Would this be like a cliche dwarf forge, or
No, it is a human character.
Oh.
yeah, it's always good to know if we're going to be spending time in there.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to the. Quick question about the forge. Is it like an open building or?
It is
Closed in.
somewhat open, somewhat closed. It's open to the
Definitely.
point where it wouldn't get too hot to become unbearable, but it would be closed so it can be locked up at night, and that it would have some privacy while working.
All right.
There'll need to be a place for smoke to come out too, other than just the chimney.
Yeah.
The
I'm
chimney
gonna
is
go
just
talk
over
to
the
the,
main fire.
I'm gonna go talk to the kid in the shop, I guess.
And you enter the shop and you would hear a little bell ring. The kid would look up from, I guess you could say, a type of newspaper of sorts, and they'll go, Hello, how can I help you today?
I fly off the shoulder of my creation, just land on the desk. Hello.
You're quite small.
Yes, they normally are.
What can I help you with?
Was wondering what you got for sale. Sale.
Well, we more deal in household items and farming items, but we have a few adventurers come through, so we have some weapons and armors here and there.
Uh, do you accept selling or selling stuff? Like me selling you things, or just me buying things?
Depending on the gear, but that's Grandpa's approval needed.
Understandable. I was wondering if I could sell a few of the things we have in our chest, apparently. Like 22 chain veils.
I see.
Obviously, not all of it, just, yeah.
He looks at you, astonished that you have that many, and then goes, "Okay."
No, the kid would be more astonished because to the kid it feels like he's talking to a living doll.
Yeah, I can see it.
And then
Yeah.
what just said Living Doll pulls out not only an entire armor that's bigger than his entire body, but 22 of them.
From a tiny little bag.
From the bag the size of your pinky.
Oh, sorry, if it's a bit weird to talk to someone smaller than you, do you want me to get back into my big metal machine?
No, it's just the first time I've ever seen one of your kind, I guess. I'm trying not to be rude.
Somebody of your caliber.
It's fine. I know that they don't normally travel that often.
I was absolutely waiting for. So then, what's your name then?
No, I don't want to spook the child.
Hello, I'm also here.
Oh!
Shush you, the adults are talking.
Wow.
Oh, God, ruthless.
You beat me by 1 second.
But yes, I was wondering if I could sell some armors.
For a moment, I
Also
thought you were
this
going to
week-
say, yeah, I was also wondering if I could sell him too.
No. Also, this weird cat is here.
Hello,
You
weird
shut up.
cat, sir.
That's my only response. Just
And then he went
Must be a
wondering about
Monday.
the rat that was like
So,
running
do you want
around
me to go and see if
earlier.
I can go and get Grandpa?
Yes, please.
The kid would run off to a forge, momentarily, and he would return with an older gentleman. I will say this. He looks. He has a few scars.
What are you gonna call him ugly?
any
No,
missing limbs?
no missing limbs. He
Eye
just
patch?
has a few scars, and he looks extremely buff.
No,
Oh no! The trope has returned!
I, I,
no.
what do you mean?
The who?
The trope has been returned.
What do you mean?
The older guy. I mean, the older
Yeah,
person, which is extremely buff and also can kill us in one hit.
It's called
Hold
life
on.
experience. You'll get
Yeah.
that one day.
I mean,
No,
to be
wait,
fair,
what?
I think for a blacksmith, like all the heat coming off, I think the term is chiseled, but I could be off on that.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then again, trying to find the difference
Anyway.
between buff and chiseled is Yeah.
Anywho, hello.
Hello there. I heard you have
Was
things to
wondering.
sell.
Yes, I had a few armor sets that are useless to me,
I see.
and was wondering if I could trade them in for actual workable metal to upgrade my big guy, not
Metal,
the
you say?
little fairy. Yes.
Well, if I have for spare metal, then sure. Otherwise, you can be free, well, with a small price, be free to use my forge to turn the armor and gear into metal by melting it down.
Oh, that's fine. My big guy counts as a forge as well.
I see.
But yeah, I just wanted to
oh.
get some. What was that weird voice in the sky?
How much are you after?
However much I can get for it. I'm just gonna say 10 bits of the chainmail armor.
I can probably give you a couple of bars of iron.
Do I know if that's worth it?
Well, he is probably thinking of the opinion of, if you want the metal, wouldn't it be more efficient? And since you said a forge, wouldn't it be more efficient to melt it down yourself? Because he has to keep hold of metal himself, because it takes him a while to get new metals in, so he can help his customers. He can't just go out handing tons of metal.
True.
I can mean you can commission him for something with all that metal.
Yeah, but I like to work with my own metal.
Then why don't you melt it down yourself?
I mean, if we're going to
Lazy?
go down that route, then we can't exactly split cash for selling it at that point.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Melting down this metal will make the metal less. Will decrease the quality of the metal.
Yeah, that's what he would have to do as well. Otherwise, he's going to have to end up selling it to try and make a profit to get more metal.
True.
I mean, there is a process of purifying what you melt down. So.
Yeah, but that takes time, and time is money for a single blacksmith.
Is it plausible if you were to take like a set of armor, melt it down for the iron, not use it for crafting, but use it for like repair jobs?
I'm gonna need to head off for a bit. I'll be back in 5 or so minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that is it is like probably reasonable to do it like that, but that still means that he's getting a lump of metal that's going to sit in and take up storage. He's going to have to melt it down himself, which will take time. So he's calculated all of this and said 2 bars, maybe 3.
3 bars
How
for
about this?
22 chainmails?
He said,
10.
yeah, he didn't say 22.
Yeah.
If he said
how about-
22, he'd be giving him more, yes. But he said 10. And they're not
How
small
much would-
bars, like they're big bars. Like probably
Yeah.
as big as my forearm. Like they're not
how much-
small.
How much is just a bar of iron on its own?
Oh, incredible goods. Iron itself, by itself, will cost you 1 platinum. And he's willing to give you 2 free if that will work.
You know, I'm gonna say that's fine. But fair.
That's fair.
I see that as fair.
Alright. In that case, if you want to remove said items from the shared inventory by ticking take. Yeah. And then
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it would be either a lot cleaner or smoother if we split like the actual items themselves up if we're going to be doing item for item trades.
Yeah, I mean, because did we have a discussion about at the end of like each big dungeon or whatever, we just normally split the loot after?
Well, normally it was sell and split the gold because that's always going to be far easier.
Yeah.
Because it's like 10 chainmails. I think that's worth more than every other weapon that we have in there.
Yeah, and we've got probably a lot of doubles of I don't even know what we've got.
I always say it is the party's decision.
I mean, we sort of already did make a decision way back saying, well, as stated, sell and split the loot, sell and split currencies. But the thing is, we're not there, so we shouldn't really realistically be having this discussion.
Hmm.
Thanks.
But he
Thank
also said that he's free to take what he wanted.
Plus,
But I mean, then that just means that there's going to be one person doing inventory at this point. Then
Yes, I know what you're saying. This is things that you're need to, well,
Okay, I've returned.
tell me off stream. Like
I mean, we kind of already have discussed it across the entire group. Is the thing.
What's this?
talking about me selling things. Trading.
Well, considering you're trading it, you're not selling it.
Yeah, but this could help us in future encounters by upgrading my big metal man to be more durable.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. But 10 chainmails might be more than anything else we have in the bag, which then that means we're also not splitting it evenly. I'm not going to look up the prices of all the items, but I do think chainmails are like, what, 30, 40 gold each? And most weapons only go up to 1 gold.
Oh, let me go and.
See, like, this sort of pausing reason here is why I was saying it's probably better if we did just sell it, split gold, you can do whatever you want with your gold there. Because that way we can also make compromise, be like, okay, you need more chainmails for iron, here you go, we're all there, we can make a decision, take them.
I mean, selling the chainmail for gold and then using that gold to buy iron to do it is basically the same process.
Basically, yes, but if chainmails are like 250 gold each, that's 2.5, like... Because keep in mind, we're also splitting all the items between, what, 6, 7 characters?
That is also true.
So 10 chainmails being the most expensive item we have is half of our most expensive item going to one character. Can we even really split it that evenly anymore?
At that point, it will most likely come down to nuance. I mean, things are never going to be even. It's all about allocating what we can.
It is far easier to sell things and then split the raw value, because that way you know exactly how much everything is.
So, DM, how do you want to do this?
It's your loot.
Okay, I was under the impression we were going to sell it and then split currency, as apparently was multiple other people.
That is how I was also told when we first did it, and then we got an artificer who then asked if he's free to take my armor and that, which then I heard him get a yes. That is why I didn't say anything today.
Yeah.
And if 10 chainmails is more than half the currency we'll get from selling everything else, he's getting 50% of everything we've picked up for one person. Like, if it's a little bit off, then I don't particularly care. But I think 10 chainmails, barring the other chainmails, is effectively more than what we have for everything else combined.
I mean, this is not me saying we should be excluding, but what if like he can do that, but then we get a little more of everything else? I mean, not trying to exclude, of course. I'm just trying to
I'm
make
not
it
trying-
a fair trade.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be like, no, you can't do it whatsoever. But if one person's getting 50% of all the loot we've picked up, and the other 5 of us have to now only get 10%, that's a huge difference. Considering that my next armor upgrade, if I even get it, is 2,000 gold pieces. For a basic non-enchanted armor, mind you.
Hmm.
I mean, you got any suggestions, Chaos or Omega? Like, I mean, of course you Omega, because this is like this is your trade thing. Do you have any suggestions or?
I have.
I don't know, man.
Like,
I don't
the
know.
only way to even put an equivalent is basically go through everything we have, assign the gold value to it, and okay, is it fair? Because for all I know, I could be way off, and a kill could be after more than 10 chainmails. Maybe 12 is the break-even point. Without going through all the gold values, we don't know.
Look,
That's
if
why
you
it's
really
far
want,
easier to go through gold values.
Look, if you really want, we can just undo the trade.
If you do get the chainmails, then are you willing to give up on a bunch of other stuff?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I say. Well, no, I have no clue.
Yeah,
Well, I
without the
mean,
gold values, we don't know if that's good or not. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And it
well,
might
And
work just go through and assign gold value to everything.
again, if you really want, we can just undo this trade.
well,
Hold
I
on.
think I've
Hold on.
actually got a. Hold on, because I had this looking up before. So what are you selling?
Chainmail.
Chainmail.
Chainmail. Is chain shirt the same thing?
No.
No.
Okay. There it is. If I'm looking at this correctly, chainmail is about 75 pieces of gold each.
So,
So 75. So chainmail. 75 gold per chainmail.
so that's
So
even more expensive than I was thinking.
750. Yeah, 750 gold.
Again, if we really want to, we can undo the trade.
Because it comes down to, are we trying to be more fair or more realistic?
That's true.
Because before, with what we're going off, that'd be more fair, but not necessarily more realistic. Because unless we take a look at all the gold values of everything else, 750 could be more than everything else combined.
Let's have silence for a moment.
Well, I mean, shouldn't like the stuff we have in the inventory have like a pricing on it, or is that just something
Quiet.
that has to be?
I'm calculating something. Hold on. And if I lose my place, I'll start over again. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Time's up. Almost done.
I'm good.
Huzzah.
Yeah, well, then we're sorted as well. Just off this alone, how much? How much is it? How many are in a group? In a group?
1, 2.
5 plus 2 if you include the NPCs.
So 5 just players.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't end up calculating everything because it's taking too long. But if I just do this calculations. Yeah. Let's roll Missy Step. Okay. So I'm going to retcon what just happened, and this just makes it more even. So. I closed the thing. And then this does mean if I do it like this does mean until I've gone through and sold everything and gave it to everyone, you won't be entitled to anything else from the pot. Okay, Omega?
Okay.
Alright. But you have, to make it even, you would have sold 5 instead of the 10. And then you would have, I gotta say, yeah, alright, so, then how much are these? Alright, so going up against Worth and all that, you would have that many. Alright, so, without calculating it all, just having a quick calculations, each person would get about 400 gold piece worth of items. 400. You sold
Ooh,
about
that's not bad.
300,
Yeah, so
370 something worth. Well, you will have done 700 if we continued. So I retconned that. So you did 5 instead. So it brings you down to 375, just under the 400. I will then sell everything, prioritize splitting it between the others. Well, I would split between all, and then I would split yours up a bit more, and then divide that to the others to make it more even. Okay?
Okay.
And then you'd get leftover. I'll put it into bloody converges and counters. But without calculating it all and not actually doing the homebrew items, you have over a total worth of 1,987 gold pieces in your shared thing. Without calculating all items. And any homebrew items.
Yeah, so 750 was getting, kind of close to almost half that.
Yes. So, we'll work on that. Alright. Now, because, again, I heard he's okay to take material out for being an artificer, so I didn't say anything. But I will leave...
Yeah, I do feel like there's a difference between taking materials and taking, as stated, damn near half of everything was picked up.
That is why I did quick calculations. To find out how much it would be, how much it would take.
Yeah, it's like if it was like every now and then you take a longsword for repairs, I don't care. I don't know if anyone else would care for something like that.
But yeah. So, off stream, I will calculate all of it, sell all of it, and I will do, and then I will put it all in the coin, and then we'll split it next time everyone's on, before stream not next week after, because next week's Mother's Week. Now, next, if you want to go into the shared loot while I finish up the blacksmith and put into what we're holding on to, what the group would most likely be holding on to, if you want to decide that now, because after stream / tomorrow, I will just sell what is not in that bag.
Okay, so do I have to request taking those items as well?
You...
Because I don't know what's going to happen if I say request the sack of coins, because that's entirely separate as well.
I won't be touching the sack of coins. If you just type out in Discord what will be being kept, I'll check it when I start selling. Does that sound okay to everyone? Have I retconned this enough that it's now fair to everyone?
Sounds good.
I'm good with it.
Same here.
Okay. Anything else happening at the blacksmith? Otherwise, I've spent too much time on this, and I want to move on to another member of the group.
Well, I've got something I want to ask, but it's not important, so we can cut back to
You
me
can
later
ask
if you
it
want.
now.
Oh, it's just really a browsing around question that was in, just seeing what was available in stock-wise. So if you want to skip to me again another time, I can wait and let the other players get
Farming
their time.
tools and houseware they have in stock. Any weapons or armors besides what is sold to them is on request.
I'll have to put some time into that I'll have to put some think time into that weapons because
That's why I'm answering your question now, so you can think.
Yeah. Well, again, since I'm gonna need some time to think on what I'm probably looking for, it might be best maybe to move to the next group and let them have their shine while I look through my options.
Okay.
I mean, if that's all right with you.
That's fine. If you go to a condominium and go items, most default D&D items, non-magical, would most likely be able to be made here, if not sold here.
Okay.
As an idea of what you can get.
Alright. I've just got a thing up on something else, and I'm just coming through to have a look to see what would be realistically.
That is fine. Now, as you're running around, what do you do, Chaos? Before I move to another scene.
I'm gonna talk to the townspeople and try to find out any like rumors or strange things that could potentially be happening in the surrounding area.
This town seems to be pretty normal for once.
Oh, that makes
They-
it strange.
They recently captured a lot of bandits,
Mm,
and they're all being held over at the fort at the other side of town,
okay.
getting ready for processing.
I asked them if they know what the bandits look like what they're wearing and stuff.
Bandit gear.
Yeah, bandit
like-
gear.
They say bandits, but there could potentially be cultists as well. So I want to know.
There were no cult. No one that looked like a cultist to this soldier.
Okay. I thank him and give him a potential give him a warning about the cultists and say we have encountered a lot of them recently in the general area. Maybe not directly here though. So be on the lookout just in case.
He will keep that in mind.
I then ask if there's anything in the surrounding area that he would advise adventurers to have a look at or something, like anything useful.
He said this is more of a rest town and a farming town for adventurers and common folk. The only thing would be there's an underwater cavern in the lake that leads to the sea, so there's quite a bit of good fishing spots in the lake.
I thank him.
You're
and
not going to
move
be able
on.
to hold. Like, you don't need to breathe. God damn it. You just...
He gives us the warning anyway, not knowing that he's undead.
Yeah, don't go swimming in that cavern, otherwise you'll disappear and never be seen again. And when you get to that lake, you would see a boat and a guy out on the water.
Cave diving sounds horrible, and I would not recommend it.
Sounds fun.
Have you not seen all
I'm
the
gonna-
memes? Where it's
I'm
like,
gonna swim out to this guy.
oh, okay. Poor dude.
You gotta go out and swim.
It is going to take you a while to swim that, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
Plenty of
When I get
time to do the Adventurers Guild.
Sure.
He goes and speedboats over. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, while he's swimming in a lake and about to give a guy a heart attack.
Is it bad that I think the house has like a small rubber shark fin that he somehow has?
I would. I would.
totally have that. Now then, shall we move on forwards?
No, we shall move backwards.
180's the cart and starts moving it backwards. Don't question it.
Oh, God.
Blind man driving car backwards. Who could have seen that it could be done?
Well, certainly
Well,
not
would
you.
it realistically change anything if driving it backwards under that case?
Who knows? Only the DM. Anyway, the DM. I am gonna go and just drive it forwards till we find a place that actually looks like an adventurous guild of sorts. Almost hit the
Yeah,
guy with the cabbages.
Well, I mean, we did run him over. That's how big the token is.
It's still normal houses, few little home run shops, and then you'd see a
I
big
see
building.
a big building on the. Ah, that must be the place. Look, it even has a sign above it and everything.
How does one supposed to read that sign?
Who knows?
Ew.
It's somehow on the roof.
Fine.
Don't worry,
It's
only
there.
humans will be able to read it.
It's there
Yeah.
now. You
One,
have
if we
it.
were driving down, if I were to take like a look around, like what state, like would the buildings be built in?
They seem to have like straw. Most of them have straw, like kind of, frontier type of roofs with like wooden walls. The big building that you've just arrived at would have more wooden, a little bit of a brick foundation and wooden roofs.
A little bit of money on my side.
Also, if you look further ahead, you'd see a stable type building, or at least
Stable
what-
master.
What
Okay.
would have like a
So,
sign of a horse.
so you're saying I could read that text through the buildings?
You are a god amongst men.
I was half thinking, be like, well, I guess the flag's now flying above the buildings. Yes, you can see it. I don't need to move it.
Yeah, but it takes effort to think up of that snarky response.
Well, if you ever want practice.
Isn't that what was the Final Fantasy will become? Practice. Anyway,
And yes, if the building right next to us is the inn and or the adventurers guild, I'd sort of ask if Ulrich and the other two want to pull over and head there, 'cause it looks like that's going to be their stop.
yes,
Yep,
they would,
very
And I'll
well.
just,
gladly.
and I'll just
Yeah.
drive the car to the stable by myself.
Yeah, I'll hand the reins over to you and. Right, yeah, wrong thing. Let me just do this manually. Bup, 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 bup.
Yes, I'm absolutely going to wait until they like get out of the car before moving it. But I'm the one in it. Can I actually finally drive it?
Yes.
Yeah, you get to
Okay.
finally drive it.
So
And
I,
he's
I
off.
continue driving on.
And he's off!
Yep,
He's
so
gonna crash it. Let's be honest.
it'll take me a little bit to actually get to my destinations if you want to deal with Ulrich over there first.
Actually, I would like to do with you first.
Okay, I mean I was half writing things
See
down,
how
but I
it
could, like,
is.
I could pause that for a little bit.
Nah, I have to change scenes to do with you, Urk.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
okay. I suppose I would get up to about here before I'd spy the stable master. I don't know what's happening with the person in the middle of the road, however.
Don't worry about him.
My cabbages!
You should have run him over.
Cabbages!
I mean, could have cabbages, I don't know. Yeah, so I'd keep it going. And then I'd get a little bit past the stable master to about here, so I'm not directly blocking people's houses, and this is where I dismount off the cart itself.
Okie doke.
I can't seem to move my own character alone. It's moving both, or I don't move.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. No, I still have to target both.
Deselect them.
I'm left clicking on nothing, so unless deselect is broken in your game,
No,
it
you
no
click
longer
and
does.
drag. Just click and drag.
Okay, I've clicked and I've dragged off here. Okay, now I can. There we go. I have it on left click, not drag. So it's something you have is overriding my settings then.
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
DM is overriding your settings.
I mean, it could be.
Could you, demon?
So I would come up to one of the buildings at the stables and I would give a knock on the door.
Out comes fuck.
Someone who would name their child Fuck?
No, you're
Hopefully that's not what I'm seeing.
Yurik is going to fucking kill me. Out would come an old gentleman, quite skinny with a straw hat and a long pipe. He would blow smoke into your face, go, What do you want?
I sort of cough and wave my hand in front of my face. Is this where I could purchase some lodging for my horses while I'm in town?
Yeah.
Okay, very well. Then I would like to check in. I believe we have 2 horses, or do we only have 1?
Oh, you have 2.
I can't. Okay, then yes, I'd like to check in 2 horses.
2 horses in the cut over there, as he takes a whiff and a puff and blows more smoke into your face.
If you have availability for it, yes, if possible.
A whiff.
Don't worry. He would then scream out, Steve.
I know.
As long as he doesn't come out and come around the corner and be like, "I'm Steve."
And out would come
Exactly.
a weak-looking younger gentleman, probably in his late teens.
Is he
But
wearing
father,
dark
I
blue-
yearned for the mines.
Is he wearing dark blue pants and a light blue shirt?
No. No.
You knew what you were getting into by naming him Steve.
Hey, Steve was the first name that came to my head.
Just don't start singing, please.
Oh,
To be fair, whenever I hear the name Steve, I think of a giant skeleton that wields a chainsaw in a spooky labyrinth in a different game.
Say that.
yeah.
If you know the game, you know it.
You
I don't.
He's a
called-
terrifying force.
you
He
called
just whips around the
stable
corner.
master? Go take that cart and horses out the back. Yes, sir. The younger gentleman then asked for your permission to board the car and be able to then take it.
I would give him permission to go and park it where it needs to be parked,
Thank you, thank
and
you.
then I will turn to the older gentleman and say, "So how much is the renting?"
Worth ya. Stand at the inn over there. We have a discount for you. It would be only 2
Alright.
silver. But if you're not, it will cost you 8.
Well, I do believe at least some of us are sleeping in the inn. I don't suppose we'd all have to sleep in there for that discount?
Just for one paying.
I mean, that sounds fair to me. Was it 2 silver overall or 2 silver per horse?
2 silver overall. You pay for the spot in the stable.
Okay, so I will hand over 2 silver.
Okay,
So if you're just paying for the spot, if we could somehow fit 8 horses in there, would still only be 2 silver.
Technically.
do you want to be hit with a giant smoking pipe on the head?
I'm not there.
You
I
still
mean,
hear
if we
him
had,
say
more-
that
if
to
we
you.
had, if we had more than 2 horses, I'd once again be asking if you're sure that 2 silver's fine for that, but we still only have 2 anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll say that I thank him for that, and we should be here to pick it up tomorrow morning sometime, or I will attempt to, I suppose, give another 2 silver if we're staying another night.
Very well.
And I'll sort of back away from his house, and I'll say, "You have a nice day."
Okay, doke. Now, while this is going on, we are going to go to the inn people, then we'll go back to the lake, and then we'll go back to the blacksmith. So, to the inn.
Well, this should be the place. Time to head in. Looking for a door. Looking for a door. And
You're just,
hopefully
that's
here.
where the door is, and as you enter, activating scene.
Ah!
It's quite a roomish inside.
Oh wow, it's bigger on the inside than it is the outside.
It's like the
I'm
TARDIS.
blind. I don't know what I saw, but I saw colors of pink, blue, and green.
I also see a god space right down here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Insert chat.
I see nothing.
I see a window there, actually.
Really? Huh. Then I'm only seeing like this corner of it. And also, that's it.
Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's only the corner, not the whole entire thing.
Oh, I see what's happened. So there's light sources, and all the light sources are just not bouncing out that window, which has resulted in that window actually not working.
Fair enough. I'm guessing the receptionist. Oh, it's the same with this window over here as well.
You might just have to be up close to it.
Okay, let me just. Oh yeah, there we go.
I would also see this as an adventurer's board.
Nice. I'll head up to the desk and like, you okay, mate?
Hello, hello.
Hey, so is this where I hand in my quest, or this is where I just get a drink?
Please show your identification and sheet.
Sure. I pull up my identification.
Where is it? Duckbrook. Where is it? God damn, I can't. So, we've heard about what has transpired between you and Bartholomew and Darkbrook. It seems it was a little bit more difficult than transpired, according to your information you've given us as well. Here's 10 gold pieces for that.
Thank you.
Now, as for Darkbrook, I can't solely take your word, especially of what you have stated. So, I will have to send an investigation. You will have to wait for your reward for that one. It should not take us more than probably 4 to 5 days.
I mean, I'll be in town for a bit. Don't know how long I'll be though. So it should be fine for now. I'll probably would have to let you know if I'm.
If you're leaving sooner, let us know. Once the investigation is complete, we will put it into our information network. And no matter where you go, if what you tell us is true, you shall be paid your due.
Beautiful. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Anything's been happening around here lately?
Well, recently the garrison, the fort, just up the other, just over yonder here, recently captured a giant flock of bandits, and are currently holding them and waiting for them to be transferred to the local capital of the region.
Wow. How in the world did they manage to do that?
Big military operation. Plus a few adventurers.
They must have been
Help
paid
them
good
out.
for that.
Oh, it wasn't bad pay. At least that's what they say.
Yeah. So I wonder what were the bandits doing all the way out here?
Bandits are everywhere where people are. Usually
But
it's
if it's in the big sort as they say, it must have been like pretty big deal for them to be all in one place.
Going to be honest, with how easily they captured them, it was as if they didn't put up a fight. Almost as they wanted to be taken in. But that's just my gut feeling. It's not my place to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, pretty peaceful apart from that, right?
Yes, we're a farming town by sort. Mostly people just coming through.
Yeah, that's fair. Anything interesting on the board that you recommend looking at?
On the what?
On the board as I point over to the quest board.
Well, the only real big one that we got coming up at the moment is to be a part of the transportation guards of the prisoners to the local capital. Besides that, just your usual monster extermination quests and helping quests.
Oh, really? Well, me and my sorts of thinking about heading up into the capital, so that sort of quest would be pretty handy. Getting paid to move to the location that we need to go is always a good option.
That is up to you if you decide to take that or not.
I'll have to probably talk to the rest of the group. But anyway, thanks for the info.
All good. Can I help you with anything else today?
I'll probably have a look at the menu while we're here, and then probably come back to you.
Please click on the token.
I clicked on the token, nothing happened.
Double click maybe.
Item files are too far away to be selected. Hang on. There we go. I have to jump over the counter to go. Ah, yes. There we are. Ale, beer, morning food, other items, wine, and cake slice. Ooh. There's other items here. There's one of them, and for free.
So other
What is it?
items are... So what I've put currently is what you guys have commonly asked for at inns. So if you guys
Okay.
ask for other things besides what you've commonly asked, that's what that comes under. And we will talk about price at that time.
Okay,
So
fair
what
enough.
everyone else knows what we're talking about.
Apparently you only have one beer?
One beer. Oh shit,
Yeah.
I forgot to update that. No. No.
We can buy an undefined room.
Wait, hang on. Is that Electrum I'm seeing right there?
Yeah.
Cake slice, one
ju-
EP and one silver piece.
It didn't allow me to not put Electrum. Electrum will not be accepted here. I will say that now.
Why is it stuck with an Electrum? Why is
I-
the only one stuck with an Electrum?
I don't know. Okay, pro settings.
The game would not allow you to not use Electrum. Electrum.
It's a revolution.
Like, I know you've given it out, DM. You could use it here.
Yeah, I don't know why it's done it.
I mean, it could be a hidden quest thing because we did use the Electrum tokens, technically.
Yeah, well, it's not for this guy. It's for another guy coming up.
Okay.
Here,
Could I
just so
buy
you...
long range? Could I long range buy a beer if I would hit the buy button from here? Just
Hey, it
one
will
beer,
take your
please.
gold.
You see him like just grab a beer glass, just throw it through the window.
I said you want a beer, mate. Yeet.
I will go and buy myself beer.
Cool.
Beautiful. Hops back over the desk.
Must be like how a shopping list feels like to somebody who pickpockets. Yes, one beer, please.
I'll then go and table up with these guys.
Welcome back.
Apparently they managed to capture a large amount of bandits just before us coming in.
That's always good to hear.
Yeah, apparently there's a quest for transporting them into the capital.
Well, that is your decision to make. Probably should wait until your party gets here, though.
Yeah, that's the plan.
While we wait, I think I will go and organize me and my knights a room for the night.
That'll be a good idea.
And with that, is there anything else you're doing in the inn?
Not much. Drinking beer.
Fair enough. So we're going back to page 2.
I've returned. I can see again.
And we're going to start
No,
with a
sorry.
person that has finally finished swimming in the lake.
Ha 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 ha.
Jesus creepers, where did you come from, mate?
I'm still loading.
Yeah, because you're currently still swimming there, mate.
Jason Cooper, where did you come from? No.
What?
You left me right all alone. How could you?
I'm in. I'm gonna go. I heard there was a cave where.
Somewhere deep under the water.
Do you know where under the water?
Not exactly. I just know in the
You know-
deepest part.
Ooh, which way is that?
Off the map.
Oh.
Get off the map then.
Like, alright, take me there and just slap the back of the boat. Latch on like a barnacle.
I'm gonna. Could you take me there?
I can. Well, I can't because I'm terrible at swimming, and my boat isn't a submarine.
Could you just take me to the surface above the cave so I can just swim directly down?
I can take you where I think it would approximately be. I don't know where it is fully, truly.
That's good enough. I can deal with it from there. Thank you very much. I cling to the side of the boat.
Okay, just so you're aware, the boat is actually a part of the map. I can't move the boat.
I feel like we're not going to see chaos in the inn, guys.
But he would take you up about
Goodbye.
here, and then he would go back to where he was, wishing you
Okay,
all the best.
I'm gonna swim down to see if the cave is there.
Roll me a perception.
God.
Haven't had a roll yet, have we? So far.
Yeah,
Chaos
first
in the
roll.
English.
Oh.
Fuck. You see at the very bottom what seems to be a very small opening, just big enough for a fish, with rocks around it, kind of thing.
Okay, so I can't fit through it.
Well, the rocks kind of covering the entrance. Roll me a strength with disadvantage.
Oh
He's
no.
going to go and drain the lake.
No, he's gonna drown himself.
Strength with the disadvantage.
Yes, please.
Oh no.
Uh,
That could have been worse.
You yeah, but it wasn't a high DC, that's the thing.
If
Sure
you
it
don't want
wasn't.
people to do something, then don't give it a low AC.
Yeah, well, I don't want to limit what you guys can and cannot do, so...
No,
So
please,
now
look at
Chaos
that.
is going to be entering a dungeon by himself, is what's happening.
no, I'm just
Apparently.
gonna check it out. I'm gonna head back after I open it up.
So...
Once I open up, I'll head back to you guys and tell you about it.
So you're just going. So you're just going in alone.
No, I'm opening up the entrance to be bigger.
You're going to come and get us, and all of a sudden there's going to be no lake here. It's like, okay, so you said under the lake, but there's no water anymore.
So you,
Oh yeah, that's when the
as you move the rock, it kind of makes a suction kind of force, and you are pulled in.
Oh.
Oh, this is. Please tell me there's not going to end like 1,000 ways to die.
This was not the plan.
Have
This
you-
was not the
have-
plan.
Have you seen that particular episode?
I have not, no, but I don't need to.
You would be getting thrashed around and hit on almost every other stone. The path also kind of splits up and goes in multiple directions.
Could I grab onto something to stop myself?
Roll me a strength with disadvantage.
Does he hear the sound of a plunger?
oh,
I would say you would just be able to grab onto a rock.
Nice. Now I just need to pull myself out.
After a while, the force trying to pull you in would subside, as it would be mostly the air that kind of... It's mostly the water trying to fill up the area that you kind of unclogged.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
The lake slightly grows a bit.
Grows a bit.
Yeah.
It didn't shrink, it grew.
Yeah.
So are you
Does that
flooding
mean
the-
Oh, water spring.
No,
Okay.
It was
does that
cold
mean
out.
your rat will soon be in the water?
I'm gonna flood the village.
No. It goes... It doesn't go that far.
Oh, but if I open it bigger, is what you're saying.
No.
If you open it bigger, you just make the streets all.
I mean,
muddy.
like, temporarily. It would get back to normal.
Oh.
Don't own me. But yeah, you found an underwater cave system. There may be things in there with you. I suggest getting out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out, swim to the surface, and then head back to Monaco Rat.
Okay.
Would
I'm gonna-
Montreal Rat have
Do
fun
I have
around
to
the
make
floor?
another fully underwater dungeon?
Yeah, apparently.
Yes.
Is
Oh,
You're
it-
the one
known
who
before.
set this up. This is your fault.
Yeah, you told me there was a cave under the lake. You should have known.
Is it? This is no longer the tale of lost souls. This is the tale of the water dungeons.
That means there's going to be 2 events in this town now. Yay.
Alright, so if there's a pair of a hook shot and some metal boots, I'd suggest not putting them on.
Wait,
But
because
why?
could this cave be where the bandit secret entrance to the town is?
It is now. Quickly scribbles notes down.
No.
I'm gonna
Water
head
bandit.
back to the others.
Alright,
Wait. Hang on. So we're saying
You're
the
not heading
bandits gonna
back.
come.
You're heading zigzaggy.
I'm
So
heading back.
you're saying that bandits could come from the lake. Would they be wet bandits?
and with
God,
that, we are
yes.
going to a blacksmith group and moving on from this conversation.
The blacksmith group is that conversation.
Hi. Anyway, you have fun buying what you need.
Oh
You know-
well, I'd like. You finish.
I'm gonna go find the others. For sure they went this way.
Okay, well I guess I'll walk up to the blacksmith and ask, "You got any long swords or shields lying around?
I'd have a couple.
How much would you like for one?"
Let me see. Are you after both?
Yeah, preferably yes.
Sage, we have long swords in the chest.
Do we?
And shields.
And speed.
Yes, it is. Like we have to share those so people can actually look at the stuff that's in there.
I've hold on, wait a sec. Spear, yes.
Yes.
Shield.
Long sword.
I did not
long
scroll far
bow.
down long enough. I am an idiot.
Plus
You're just
one
realizing
arrow.
this now?
I didn't scroll down far enough.
Disappointment.
I'm sorry. There's so much stuff in here. I haven't really gone through it all.
You just search fast.
And keep in mind, you're the one that loots half the stuff, so I don't know what is looted.
I don't know what's loaded either. I just take it.
That's helpful.
I'm quite aware.
Well, at least like looking at it from a realistic perspective, those are weapons just from bandits and a bunch of guys we killed. They're probably not even that good anyway.
No, that'd be about average.
They're
Ah.
average.
Stop ruining me trying to defend myself.
No.
Never.
No.
Wait, longsword Alabaaster?
I imagine how much of a look the blacksmith would be like, yes, I'm selling all these longswords. Now, do you have a longsword I can buy?
Well, I'd preferably like one, like to call my own. Like not just one I just pulled off a corpse.
You're not worthy.
You can say that
So
one more time.
for a normal longsword, it would cost you here about 10 gold.
10 gold. And for a decent, well, I'm not gonna go for a wooden shield, metal shield, if that's in
So you're
stock.
buying the longsword?
I'll take the long sword. I mean, I know we've got some, but I'd like a decently new one. So
Okay, I've
yes,
thrown that on your thing. Get rid of 10 gold for me. If you haven't already.
yeah, sure thing.
Blacksmith just picks up one of the longswords we were given him, just gives it a little bit of a sharp and puts it back down on the counter.
That'd be a business tactic.
Also, Sage, you want to something funny?
Go
Even
on,
if the sword-
humiliate me more.
Even if those swords were damaged, I could fix it.
Yeah, I don't trust you
And,
well enough
and
yet. I
the
don't really.
shield would cost you 5 from here.
What type of shield is it? Wooden or steel?
He would do
Well,
you a
metal,
metal
I should
one.
say. Yeah, okay. I do a metal one, yeah.
It is just called a shield though in your inventory.
Okay.
Wouldn't
I just
shield-
want to make sure because I thought there were categories on the shields.
Well, you got shield,
I think
shield
5E's are
1,
removed.
shield +2, shield +3.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
5E's removed all them, so there's no such thing as bucklers or tower shields or wooden shields or anything like that anymore.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, well, as at the moment, I don't have the currency to buy the next best armor for me, so I need a way to defend myself. So,
Don't worry, you will have coin very soon.
all right, and was another 5 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, it's like, please don't tell me your next upgrade is just leather armor.
Why would I go leather armor? I'm not trying to kill myself.
I'll go
Well, to be
leather
fair, I also
armor.
don't know what armor you're wearing, so.
I'll go
I'm
leather
a-
armor.
I'm wearing chain shirt. I'm wearing chain shirt.
Oh, so you're after mediums, gotcha.
Yes. Well, the next one up that I know of, because I'm rogue, I'm trying to look for one that doesn't have disadvantage. The only other one I know of is a little more pricey and does not have disadvantage, so that's the one I'm shooting for.
And what one's
Me,
that?
mama.
I think it was breastplate off the top of my head. I could be wrong. This was a while ago when I was purchasing the armor
Not
back
a
in.
mithril breastplate. Mithril.
Hang on. Yeah, no, breastplate is doesn't give disadvantage.
What about
it's-
plate armor?
Yeah,
Wait,
plate
hang
armor.
on.
Plate armor is my upgrade. It's more than 1,000 gold pieces for a non-enchanted, non-magical version.
Oh my god, this is too holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
And-
that is why I was saying like 10 armors. Like if they're getting up to 1,500, like even though splint mail might actually be an upgrade for me. I've kind of forgotten what I'm wearing.
I mean, Sage, you can always just get
Is there anything else you're after?
In terms, I guess. Let me see. Let me just check my inventory quickly. Nothing of else at the moment. Thank you, sir.
Okie doke. And at this point, these two behind you would arrive.
I turn around and go, "Where the hell have you been?
Swimming.
Yeah, actually. Maybe
We
I'll
just
try-
had a whole thing of swimming. We don't need any more of it.
I found a cave.
And let me guess, you want to explore it?
Yes, very much so.
Let's get back to the rest of the group and we can discuss it."
There's not going to be discussion. I'm going to annoy everyone until they agree. We all know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Shush, shush. I'm leaving. See ya.
You got to
You
find
know
us
they'll be
first.
heading to page 3.
Yeah, but there's chaos. He jumped off long before that.
Here I'm gathering before our sage.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Sage
we're
is
like
going
our-
the opposite direction to like deflect where we are.
I
Why do you-
don't know which way you
Why do
went
you
because
think
I.
I
I was zigzagging because I was looking for you.
That could have been a smart play. Just like use up more of Chaos' time to give us more of a break.
Anyway,
So
you,
pressing himself. to do
what are
that.
you doing?
You say you, but you don't say your name.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what? Eh. I'm talking to Omega.
I'm still loading in, so I can't see anything yet.
That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Get
There we
better
go.
internet.
I'm loading in. I'm going to start heading to where I assume the tavern was. Oh, remembering where the tavern was.
Everyone's staring at you, going, "Why is this guy sliding on the ground?"
What do you mean? I'm
Moonwalking.
floating, kind of. Hey, Ulrich.
Hey, how's it going?
I thought you were in
Good.
again, not on the
Yeah,
outside.
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
He's gone. Just over out in the distance, you just hear a click.
man, I sure love nothing though to see anything.
Hold on, it takes me a moment.
The moment has passed.
I guess.
Oh, damn, it's bigger on the inside.
Like I said.
I wasn't here to hear you.
God, that'd be a hell of a way to give the barkeeper just deja vu. We all step in, that's the first thing we say.
Meanwhile, the
They got-
doctor is back there just whitewashing some glasses.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Good, good. How's your game of checkers going?
Well, I'm losing, like always.
Mushu, are you eating the pieces?
You look
I
down
don't
and
think we.
the pieces of cake.
I don't.
You look down, you look at Mushu, and it's like, I don't know how to play this game.
But he's beating all of you.
Hey, Ulrich, how are you playing if you can't see?
Don't ask questions that you don't know the answers to.
Well,
Isn't that exactly
how
why
am I-
you'd ask the questions?
Hang on. Ulrich, do you know what a paradox is?
Why, yes, I said one.
Okay, good. At least you're not that stupid.
Oh god, I've just imagined my own character in that goddamn conversation again. Of course I know what a parasol is. Why do you ask?
I know what a parasol is. What you ask?
Hey, what's this little green tile down here?
What tile?
This. I can see green tile down here.
And it's grass.
Interesting.
Ah, yes, interesting. So, there is a quest that that will basically get us to the capital.
Okay.
It's an escort mission, though.
Escorting whom?
Prisoners, a large bunch of them.
I don't know why, but I feel like this may or may not be a trap of some kind.
You, me, and the barkeeper both.
Nez, what's your...
I might need like an entire question to be able to answer that.
I sent it in chat directly to you.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that.
Slash stuff. You could just say yes or no.
That would be my next destination, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyway, I think our weird corpse friend has found an underground water cave thing.
Of course he would.
Would you have
Of
been
course
there,
he
though?
does.
Would you have been there,
Huh?
though?
I mean, I was walking away when he arrived, talking about it.
I waited until you guys were done, so you would have already left by then. The only one I would have told was Sage.
Okay, but never mind. I don't know about the weird water cave you found.
We all know that Chaos has found something.
You
What
would have
it
seen
is
me
with-
come back. You would have seen me come back dripping wet, but that would be it.
Oh
So you know
god.
something's
Yeah,
up.
wait, no, I wouldn't know because I would have seen you talk about it, and I have observant, meaning I can read lips.
You would be walking in the opposite direction, and
Yeah,
they would
I think
probably
you'd
be
need-
inside.
Yeah, I think to lip read you need to actually be facing the person.
Nah.
Yeah, you're not Ulrich. Only he can do that.
Anyway, weirdly enough, the corpse was wet when I saw him last.
That's an even worse phrasing.
Yeah, that still doesn't make it better. I mean, of course he would somehow find a way to just be in the most weirdest situations.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Valon, when did you get here?
Stand behind you because they would be weirded out at that comment.
Well, I don't think I could hear you from that far away, but I'll just be taking a look around the tavern as I step in through. No, I'm not saying the line.
It's bigger on the inside!
Hey, why did you guys walk away? There's nothing with this.
Apparently they didn't like your comment.
Oh. I'm just speaking the truth, though.
Yeah, so at this point is when I'll be walking back. So what have you guys been up to?
Well, apparently this one has been telling me that they found Chaos dripping wet in water.
At least I'm on the same table. Well, that's menacing.
Yes, it
My
is.
reputation precedes me.
Technically, if we quickly rented a room and headed off to sleep, then he would never find us.
Technically, yes.
I'll walk
No,
around town
no,
during the
you-
dead of night shouting your names.
No, he would kick down our doors and find us. I just know it.
I mean, hey, he's already opened up the door to me when I'm sleeping, so he's set precedence to it.
Don't you lock your door?
Exactly. How do you think I found out?
Oh, it wasn't locked when I got there, but you don't believe me, which is understandable.
Well, you have yourself to blame for that.
True.
Do we have a room here rented already, or?
No, not yet. I was talking with the barkeep. No, so apparently they have, well, the garrison. Basically captured a bunch of bandits that they need help escorting to the capital.
I would think
Yes.
we need to escort an entire group.
Yeah, don't know how big the group size is though. Apparently, it's pretty big for bandits. Just
Yeah,
in
I've-
general.
I feel like if they're just using the term pretty big, you haven't really been given all the information.
I mean,
Because, like-
I got a general gist of it. Wanted to see if you guys wanted to actually be interested in it. then get more information.
I
I
mean,
mean, well, if they're going to the capital anyways, it is on our destination.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
but it also definitely feels like a trap.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, why wouldn't they just bring a whole bunch of the capital guards here to escort? Seems like a
I mean, we
smart
get
move.
paid either way, and plus we're heading to that exact destination.
True. True. Plus, I could get some weapons to smelt down into metal.
Plus, if they misbehave and also actually try something, we may actually get to kill them.
And yeah, I suppose on that note as well, what's the quality of metals that you need to melt down anyway? I can't say I'm too much into the whole crafting your own item type of thing, but curious to know if there's a certain type of quality you need.
I mean, I prefer higher quality, but I can work with anything.
Would there be any process you can do to make lower into higher?
Pretty sure. But I'm not exactly an expert blacksmith yet. I'm not even technically a blacksmith by law, because I haven't done half the lessons.
I mean, no one starts out being an expert. It's the
Except for me
practice that
being
gets you there.
Hmm.
That is true.
I was born an expert at causing chaos.
You know
Well,
what?
Yeah, we
You're
know.
just born chaotic.
So, out of curiosity, what time of day was it when we got to the town? I believe we asked it last week, but that part's
About
escaped.
midday, getting close to mid-afternoon.
Yes,
That
we
is
still have a bit of
fair.
time before we need to rent rent a room, unless we want to just get that out of the way now.
I mean, we can, and then we have a bit more. Then it's out of the way. Then we can just do other stuff.
So, can I assume that, if possible, we're all getting our own rooms like normal?
It depends on what they have, really. So,
I
yep.
mean, me renting. Oh,
that's the
God.
bugger.
Yeah.
Hello, my friends.
Dear
Hey,
God, George Ripping Web, what the fuck happened?
I went swimming, and I found something interesting.
What type of interesting?
Well, I asked the guard if there was anything interesting happening, and there's absolutely nothing unusual or strange in the strange
Squish.
area, which alone is unusual and strange. And the fact that there's now a whole massive bunch of bandits that got captured.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, and there's a cave entrance at the bottom of the lake. I had a little look, nearly got sucked down like a toilet, and I think there's a possibility that there might be something down there.
You mean to tell me you want to do another water dungeon?
that's exactly what I
No.
said to him.
It's not that I want to do another
I-
water dungeon, it's just that I want to do another dungeon, and this one just so happens to be underwater.
So, do you
Okay.
expect us all to go to a place where you said you felt like you were getting flushed down a toilet?
Oh, that's only when I opened the entrance up more. Well, after a bit, it settled down, and the lake got bigger somehow.
Okay. So,
You mean to tell me that you found
Well-
a spring in the middle of the lake?
Yes, very much so.
okay, I'm just going to tell you this right now, Chaos. No.
No.
Look,
Yeah, he
my
figured you'd say
meddling-
that, which is why he has said to me that he's gonna annoy us to death until we say yes. So
I'll watch you in your sleep until you say yes.
I mean, you do it
Yeah.
anyway, but if it's truly at the bottom of the lake, we cannot breathe down there like you can.
If I open the entrance up enough, it's possible that I could drain the lake, if only temporarily.
we are not draining the lake. The village would start an uprising, and we'd probably be the ones to pay for it.
They will lose their main source of water. This is a farming town.
Which is why I said temporarily. It'll probably refill by itself.
Probably.
Yeah,
You
we don't know.
do not know that.
No, I do not, but it's
Well.
worth the risk. It's not like I care
Yeah, I
about
feel
No,
like at
it's
that
not
point,
worth the risk.
you should direct
Yeah.
those questions to wherever it is your adventurers get your actual quests from, and maybe they'll have more information for your idea, if it's even possible.
Aww.
Chaos. I
Have you
need you
seen
to
this guy?
understand.
He ain't going to go talk to no one. He's just gonna go in there, no questions asked.
Chaos, I want you to understand something real quick.
Yes.
It takes a lot for me to not have my big metal guy rust after the last time we went underwater.
That sounds like a
What
you
it-
problem.
Yes. So have fun going into the underwater dungeon on your own. Unless you're willing to pay me to help you,
I'll give you a foot rub.
so your head is the size of my entire body.
You'll probably
No,
crush
no, no.
their
He's
feet.
going to use his foot to run.
He didn't say who's getting rubbed by the foot.
Yeah, I'm not into that kind of thing.
I'll give you a head pat.
You would crush me.
They would, while this conversation's going on, they would say goodbye as they would be heading to their room for the time.
Yes, and I will bid them a good night as they are heading off.
Look at that, you scared off the religious ones.
They already hate me.
I'm starting to
I mean, to
understand
be honest
why.
with you, he is the very opposite of what a religious person would want.
Aren't you Uncle Eric?
I am a
Somehow.
cleric.
And also, you
Oh.
contradict your own existence.
I do indeed.
No,
Is it really that
there are
surprising that I do
deities
that?
out there that both like and want undead.
Like, is it really that
Mm.
strange that I am contradicting my own existence? Like, it's me. Let's be
No.
honest here.
Kinda, yeah.
well,
Since we've known you, we figured that this is just the way you were, even before you were, you know.
I can't really argue.
Oh, that's happening. I am going to see this room situation.
Mm.
Just
I'm
to
gonna
get
go-
myself out of that situation.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm assuming the
How about-
barkeep is the one up here with you, Katron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want to
gonna
go
go there
jump
too.
over the counter to go and grab beer from.
I want to get
I
something
wonder.
too.
If I was to drink beer, would I just get drunk off the first sip?
It depends on how healthy your con is.
But I mean, one of our cups would probably be enough to get you completely hammered.
No, one of our cops would probably give him alcohol poisoning. Let's be honest.
Getting hammered is basically getting minor alcohol poisoning anyway.
Yeah, but enough to actually have to roll for it.
How can I help?
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to talk about the room situation.
Ah, yes. What type of room are you after?
What rooms do you have available?
We have a couple of very cheap group rooms. We have some individual rooms that have pretty much nothing in them. We then have some more group rooms, but more privacy. And then we have private rooms, which have chairs and tables in them.
How many private rooms do you have?
Of the good type or the sleep type?
Cheap type.
Cheap
Shall we say?
type.
You know, looking at this
The
table,
cheap
one would
cheap
swear I'm
self
running baby
rooms
service.
by themselves is 2 silver.
2 silver each for
for the room.
1, 2, 3.
And there's 3 rooms.
3 private rooms available. Okay.
And then you have the dearer private rooms, which are 5 silver pieces each. There's 4 of those.
Okay. What about the cheap rooms?
Cheap rooms? 3 copper pieces per person.
You get this bundle of hay in the corner.
You get a
You
bed.
get to sleep. Let's think here. If we get 3 of the private rooms, that will cover them, and then we get 2 of the private rooms, then it should cover everybody else. Hopefully. No, wait, even better. How many can the group fit?
So, the big group ones can hold 8. Otherwise, you got the small couple/family share rooms, which only have one available at the moment. That has 3 beds in it. But the other one has 8 beds. So big 8, family room 3.
Family room holds 3, so that's 1, 2, 3.
Keep in mind, for the family room, it is 6 copper pieces.
Okay. I think I figured it out.
Reminder, I don't need a bed.
Okay.
Technically, I don't think the rat needs a bed either, but we're also not up there
But
talking
keep in,
about it.
keep
I
in
don't need a
mind,
bed.
the shared rooms
Yeah,
are
yeah,
prices
this is
per...
what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
So the shared rooms are prices per person, and the private rooms are, well, for the room.
Yeah. If we do the family room with 3, then that's 1, 2, 3 with the fairy sleeping in the mech and the rat on the.
I can sleep in the corner too. I'm fine with
Did
that.
you say you have an animal that comes with its own fee?
Chaos, you'll be covering that cost.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Because
so
the animal's right here next to me.
yeah, I know one person wants their private room, so that should pretty much cover it. Yeah. So the family room with the pet that this one is covering and a private room.
I'd also like to buy a piece of food if that's okay.
And me some beer. The strongest stuff you got.
We'll just click on the guy.
You need to jump over the counter to be up
You
right
need
next
to be
to
within
him.
5 feet of him to get that to trigger.
I'll bring him
So
forward.
hop, go over, and there you go.
So I press buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't buy him at a store.
Yeah.
You spent our Electrum, how could you? You know exactly what he's doing with that Ulrich. You can see what he bought.
I'm gonna give this to Mushu.
Of course.
Yeah.
You let him get away with it.
I was busy in discussions, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
What's wrong with Electrum?
You really want to repeat what happened last time, Chaos?
Yes.
Are you going to be paying for the damages?
No.
Well, then I guess you're not ready for the repeat of what happened last time, then. And also, I feel like I have to ask, what kind of cake?
I don't know. I just asked for a cake slice.
Okay,
There.
what does, as I see it being changed hands, what color is the cake? What does it look like?
It looks to be a kind of same like fruit. Oh, I wouldn't say fruit. I would say probably more along the lines of vanilla slice type cake.
Okay, that's fine. Like, because if it's going to be like, oh, it smells like alcohol, I'm absolutely taking a 5-foot step down, but like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Just for the record, I'm having 2 out of the 3 beers I've bought, so
Oh, Mushu's fine. You're 2 of the 3. Okay.
yeah, so I've just taken 2 out of my inventory, so I've drank them. How am I feeling?
Roll me.
Oh yay! We all know how I am with rolls.
That's the best part.
You're drunk.
Yeah, do it.
We did ask for the strong shit. You got what you asked for.
Yep, that's why I saved 1 for next time in case we're in a situation where I'm just, I want to drink. I just want to have 1 more drink before I kick it,
You just hug the cup. This is for sober me.
Uh,
These two are for now, and this is for Soberby.
now, what
I
rooms
just-
are you getting?
Let's grab the family room because Chaos said he'd be sleeping on the floor, and a single private room.
There's a single
So
private
that will come
room for-
to 5 silver pieces. Well, what type of private room? Cheap or expensive?
He wouldn't mind a cheap one.
So that will come to 2 silver pieces and 6 copper.
Beautiful. I will take that out of my inventory now. 5 and 6 copper. Bring me down to 70. There we go.
I also feel like I need to find like some banker type person to upchange my copper and silver.
All right, then I go and get the keys off him and head back down to the group.
You're just seeing me like drunk out of my skull.
Okay.
This is
I'll
the good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll hand the private room over to Vanden. And it's like, I know that you like your privacy, so here you go.
Oh, thank you for the thought. How much did it cost you?
2 silver.
Yeah, I will hand 2 silver over to you.
Beautiful.
Hey, Mushu, you want me to buy you a drink, buddy? This is good stuff.
No.
Yeah, alcohol's gonna be a no-go there.
Come on, Buick. It's fine. You know, this stuff
Look
is.
at
First off, I'm not a
Sorry.
car.
Sage, you get hit in the back of the head by the metal guy.
Am I knocked unconscious, or am I just have a sore on the back?
Fuck out.
I need to actually hear it confirmed.
Would he be knocked out? What do I need to roll for that?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Dex versus strength. That's...
Am I gonna have to roll with disadvantage, or?
Nope.
Oh, you got.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Even with your drunk swaying around as though if you're dodging fists of lightning, you still get bonked on the head. Now I want you to.
Oh,
Man,
goody.
both of those rolls were pretty good.
Oh, this is gonna be the one that kills me. Well, knocks me unconscious, if you will. Yep.
Fuck.
How's
You now have
Mushu?
an unconscious dude at your table. Have fun.
Before, just after he hits me, my final words are, "Oh look, there's a light in the sky with more beer." Ugh.
Oh, great, another alcoholic.
Do we
Alright,
assume
what-
that his other untouched beer is being tampered with then?
I'll tamper with it.
I think it
What
may
do you
already
think?
have been. It took 2 drinks.
Now he has a weak stomach.
Alright, what rooms
what-
are ours?
Honestly, I think my character's more like just wants to get drunk just for putting up with chaos.
Fair.
Alright,
Yep.
what rooms are ours? What room?
Let me take you to it.
How's
Show
Mushu
metal.
doing?
Show the metal guy. He's gonna be
Mushu's
carrying.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, fair enough. Which door do I go through? That one? Okay.
I feel like you need to separate these two and sort of point across the other side of the table before sort of heading off that way.
Also, my sword defender's gonna drag Sage's body across to the room.
Are the other customers giving us glances due to the steel defender dragging me?
Checking it out. Checking it out. Which one? Ah, here it is.
That's P. It's a
Oh,
one
private family. There it is.
I'll say
I
that's
guess I'll
what.
follow your still defender.
Okay, so I would be going up to the barkeep instead of going where everyone else is.
What do you mean? Not everyone's going up to the rooms. The face still there.
And there it is.
I'll invite you over to the bar and every chance you want to get a drink or something.
Am I sleeping in here with you
I
guys?
figure if I'm getting one, I
Yeah.
can offer you one as well.
You did say you'd be sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the corner and cuddle with Monitor Rat.
And
Yeah,
where is the steel defender gonna chuck me? That's what I want to ask.
Bed in the corner over here.
Yeah, you get the bed. The steel defender gets
Are you
the floor.
chucking me there?
Yes.
Okay. While I'm unconscious, I need to quickly take care of something, so I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah, so I'd like something to drink before I go to bed, and I'm also here to buy one for my little friend here, and I'll sort of gesture over to Akil.
I see.
I'm assuming the same as like everyone else. I take a 5-foot step forward and like browse through his inventory like that.
Yep.
Just like everybody else, you hop over the counter.
A halfling that hops over the counter. That is fantastic. I am actually going to buy one of those.
What's the least alcoholic thing here?
Judging on prices, probably the beer.
Yaha.
Yeah, probably a beer.
And yeah, I will also bring up that I don't know if this is something to be fact-checked or whatever, but I did also hire some space down at the stables. I didn't know if I'd also need to specify that I've done that here as well. Because he said he had a deal if I was buying a room.
Yes, he'll come probably in tomorrow for just to double check. Otherwise, he'll charge you the remainder if you owe tomorrow.
Yeah, so I was just letting you know that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sort of pop open the ale. I'll give Akil a cheers. And to the bartender, I'll give him a hearty thank you. And then I will start drinking my ale.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I can equip the ale.
You can equip the ale?
Oh, what do you
can?
mean you can equip fucking ale?
Well, I'm curious. I can equip beer as well.
Yeah, it's an equipable item. It's not a consumable right now.
Oh shit, it is.
Oh. So I can actually use this as my last weapon should I die.
Whack people over the head with it is a one-time use.
Oh, not whack, I was gonna pour it on them.
More disrespectful, I got it.
I'll go and edit his character sheet. I made this in a rush because I was running out of time this week.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I'll be drinking this ale probably over the course of a half hour to an hour, if you wanted a saving throw roll at all.
Yeah, same.
I
mean, I'd have to drink slow because I'm
if you guys are drinking
cold.
slow, you're...
I know. Also, because I offered, I will give you 1 silver piece for your beer as well, because I did offer to buy you a drink as well.
Oh,
That would be for the hour.
Okay, so I will roll, and then I will remove the ale from my inventory.
You guys will be fine. I will set it up, because I've tried to make it as, like, it's now an actual consumable. I'll set it up so hopefully it will automatically get you to roll con saving throw for ale and alcohol.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be very often. It's going to be like, oh, yes, buy up all the ale and just sit on it and never drink it.
Yeah, I know. I just mean.
We force other people to drink it.
I just mean I will
Oh.
set it up, kind of thing, so it should just prompt you guys.
Demon, I hate to tell you this. I have an electrum piece now.
How the hell did you get it?
Can you please?
By buying the beer.
He's trading in the black market now of the Lost Souls world.
He's traded in the black market.
What do you want me to do, Demon?
Turn it into 5 silver, please.
Cool.
Right.
This beer's kind of shit.
Well, it's not our speciality.
I mean,
Yeah.
the ale was fairly nice. It was a little on the light side, but I was feeling more like a lighter drink this time.
Actually, that you wouldn't actually have it wouldn't be 5 silver. I need you to turn. I would need you to turn to. In other words, add 4 more silver to your.
And I think originally an Electrum is
4
5 gold. No, 4 gold? Something like that?
Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to clarify. I just want to clarify here. So I would have 13 silver now, correct?
That'll be fine. I don't know. I need to figure out a way for it doesn't, give it back to you guys in AP. I'll figure out how this module works later.
I mean,
Alright,
a sort of simple solution is all the Electrum pieces that we have, as in actually have, put that on the shared thing so that if any erroneous ones we get, we can just remove.
Yeah.
I'm ahead to the rooms now.
Okay.
So I will bid you a good night as you head off, Akil. I will finish off my drink. Does it come in a cup or like a bottle?
It would come in like one of those old timey, like for like how Vikings used to drink in those kind of mugs.
Wooden
kind of
mug.
Yeah, it'd be
So
like
yes,
one.
I'd finish off my drink and then I'd hand it back to the barkeeper.
Thank you.
I'll say that was a lovely drink, but I will see you in the morning.
I will bid you a good night.
And I will start heading off to my own room as well.
Your room is the only one that is unlocked, and it has a P next to it.
Yes, the P room.
Well, I'm trying to make it so you guys know which one is which.
I mean,
I'm-
that is fair enough. It's just hilarious.
I'm just upset that Monsieur Rat didn't go on a sugar rush again.
Yeah,
So this one.
we're just children.
And I'm guessing you would lock it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Chaos is around.
Thank you for the
What's in the locker?
hydrate.
Like, would the only thing in this room be the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, Chaos.
Yes.
So for animals, it is a 2 silver piece deposit. If Marshall Rat doesn't make a mess, you get that 2 silver pieces back.
Okay. Sorry. Minus 2 silver.
Well, is he going to make a mess or not?
No, he is not.
Then you might
He's
as well
gonna
just
be
keep
a
it.
boy. Okay.
I mean, it's a
I don't
rat.
believe
You
it.
know, if rats are happy, they pee continuously.
Yeah,
As
but
someone who
it's
has
good.
rats, I'm painfully aware of that.
They also bulge out their eyes.
Yes, it's called boggling.
Oh my god. Okay, I will roll a percentile. If it is, if it's 50, if it's between 51 and 100, you lose 2 silver pieces.
Okay.
I mean, if
It's
you wanna see
31,
something
you get to
bizarre-
keep them.
Yay.
I mean, if like if it doesn't sound bizarre enough that we're saying it, and you want to look it up yourself, Google rat boggling, and you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Alright. Duh.
But yes, if we're getting back to the game, if there was only the bed in here, I'll sort of brace a few pieces of paper on top of the survival guide as I continue writing in my journal before tucking into bed.
Is that everyone for the night?
Yep.
Yep.
As Yurik doesn't actually sleep on a bed.
He's keeping watch over
There we go.
Mushu to stop him from going wild.
Alright, everyone awake now.
And Chaos immediately leaves.
He
Do I have
goes
any
immediately
effect
to the
to
door.
it, or are they still there?
For fuck's sake. Chaos!
Yes?
The fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to see my friend.
Well, you can do that when he's good and ready.
I picked the lock.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Oh, do I? I don't think I do. Let me check.
Why don't like
I
start
do.
sliding you as you enter or something?
I go over
No,
to my
I
stuff and
don't
put it
have
on the
thieves
shirt.
tools. Damn.
Then you wouldn't be able to
You know
pick
what's
this
funny?
lock.
I
Drats.
have thieves' tools.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Sure, I haven't used them yet. Anyway, is our drunk friend here still drunk?
I'm just clearing the map. I have to.
Well, you don't, is the thing.
I take it I'd be still a bit hungover, so I'm still sleeping in. Oh, yay. Let's see how I do this time.
You 100% have a hangover.
Yep, so I'm probably going to be in bed for a little bit. So either you guys do your thing, or you might have to just drag me out.
Yeah, okay.
No, we're gonna leave you behind.
If you leave me behind, that's a bad idea, because if you leave me behind, then Chaos is going to have to bully one of you.
No, we can still bully you. You just won't be there to defend yourself.
Yeah, but he enjoys it when I try to.
Besides, big guy can rip his jaw off.
I mean, what do you think Chaos be more into? Bothering people who are like awake and aware, or bothering someone who's got a hangover?
Or
That's a good
someone who has
point.
a hangover. Oh, time stop. What's happened?
I didn't mean to stop
What
it.
was this random person?
You stopped timed on accident. What did you do?
I'm just running
wrong?
mules around the building. Don't worry about it.
Who is this random NPC who I just saw spawn in?
Unpause.
Why does she look kind of... What is this woman doing?
Why can't I unpause game?
Because there is movement happening. What the fuck was that?
She was running meals. She's the chef.
That was
Normally it's the
really
waiter
quick.
normally
Yeah,
the
she's real
waiter's the one that runs
fast.
Yeah,
the ship.
how do you think she got the job?
She's a monk.
So you're aware. Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
Hmm?
There are.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Oh.
I can see the barrels. I can see where the alcohol's kept.
Oh no. I can also...
Yeah, there's a
the
guard
back-
view there.
Oh no.
But I can easily not fix that. Actually, no, I can't fix that. Just needs to.
Oh.
Smoochy.
I fixed it.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
Did you? Hey, Ulrich.
Yeah.
When did that job to escort prisoners say it was being done?
I quickly look on the quest board and bring it up.
Oh, this is the quest board.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would be leaving in about 6 days. Because that's when soldiers from the local regional capital would be arriving.
Oh, good. We'll get paid for the other quest from the last town in that time.
And no, Chaos, this does not mean we're doing the cave diving again.
Okay.
If you want to do it yourself.
It's like, that's fine. I'm
I-
going to call
I
it cave
need
diving
permission to
instead
go.
then.
Anyway, does anyone need weapons worked on, like sharpened, made sure they're still usable?
Uh, sure. I mean, you can have a look at mine.
Cool. I'll do some quick maintenance on people's gear using my smithing tools.
Yeah, it seems like they were going to be in town for a while if we are going to be taking this quest. How much does it pay for?
How much it pays for? That is a beautiful question that you'll get an answer to. I'm also gonna bring up
Hey,
the
what's this?
quest.
Why am I seeing it here? Get 3 B 2 SP if it back if.
Okay, I'm not gonna bring up the quest right this second. I'm gonna hide my written notes on the field. And then I will bring up the quest. Give me 1 second.
Has anyone harvested these crops in a weird pattern lately?
I mean, I can also see what I'm assuming is more of the building up here, even though I've never been up there.
You didn't walk up there. So, for the
Okay.
escort quests. So, from Alabaster or Alabaster,
Alabaasterville.
Alabaasterville to the capital of a region, which is, let me just get its name again. King's Watch. They are willing to pay. This is going to be actually quite a big coin. They're willing to pay. Now, if nothing happens, they're willing to pay 40 platinum per person.
Ooh, that is good pay. What happens if something does happen? Will we get compensated?
I can feel you looking at me when you said that.
If something happens, let's say there's an attack, you will be paid for the loot and any outstanding bounties.
That is not bad at all.
Plus
Ooh,
Plus,
all board, so like
like inns along the way.
yeah, so your inns, and any food or gear that you buy, within reason. So,
Will
for
be
example, if
compensated.
you buy it and you use it for the mission,
we will get compensated for it.
yeah,
Nice.
they will pay it back.
Are you typing it up as you speak it?
Well,
Yes, he is.
Yes, I am. I have it in my head. I just don't type it out because I don't have time, and I have notes.
Same here.
And I have notes written in different places. I'm putting it all in one place.
Yeah. Same way I do it. I have brief footnotes like, what the fuck does this mean? When I go back into it.
Yeah, so I have like brief notes of like what's going to happen in town. Depending on what you guys do, I then write out quests on what you can accept.
Trap chaos underwater. Check.
How did you know that was a footnote?
Why wouldn't it be?
Kill chaos.
And now,
I don't hear
bonus.
denial for that one.
If there is a death, the remaining group thank you for a posture check. We'll
also be compensated.
we'll get half of the money they've spent. So they spent on the travel. Plus what they're entitled to for completion. To be shared. So you won't get like an extra 40 per person. It'd be 40 and split.
So you mean to tell me that if one of us survives, not only will we get compensation for what we spent on, but also an additional half on top of that, and also everything that a party would have gotten to one person.
I feel like with chaos around, that's probably the worst way you could have phrased that, but that is what it sounds like.
So you mean to tell me that we can fake everybody deaths except for one and get more money out of it?
No, we can fake everyone's deaths, and then say we had to buy a raised dead, which is like, what, 700 to 1,000 gold each?
Now,
And then do that several times over.
it also has a warning, just so you're aware, that death is highly likely.
And they won't compensate
That
for
will-
that.
We'll be fine.
Well, they would compensate to a point. They won't go the extra mile on like compensating the families of the people that were involved or anything like that.
Yeah, we kind of understood that.
Additionally, if you cause trouble on the mission, you'll be
Okay.
penalized.
So all I'm hearing is we're going to automatically get a penalized.
We're going to get a penalty just for having chaos in our party.
Yes, I feel like you need to read out what the penalties are, because that's
all
going to
I'm
happen,
hearing is the
Karen.
fact that you're going to kill me to get a benefit.
Hey, not only do we get a benefit, we remove the penalty.
So your penalties include breaking the law.
Oh, basic shit. Okay.
Yeah, basic shit. Fair. It doesn't sound like a bad deal.
I know there's chaos.
Something bad is definitely going to happen, though.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. I'm not going to sugarcoat that to you.
It's not going to end well.
I mean, here's the thing. If we go down the... here's the thing. If we're heading to King's Watch, we'll have to backtrack and deal with it if something bad does happen and we're in King's Watch. Just gonna happen. We have to deal with it one way or another.
Yeah.
So then we have
However,
6.
there is one more note for you.
Oh, okay.
So, this is an out-of-game note, so your characters don't know about this note. If the party gets to King's Watch and hands in this quest, you will be given a bonus award of 1 level up.
Oh,
Say no more!
Guys, we're
They're
definitely in
really
this
about to
quest
be like, there's a second bounty here for rescuing a bandit, like a group of bandits that are being escorted somewhere. It's like,
Oh
they
man,
just happen to leave a day later.
Baldur's Gate 3 shenanigans, I tell you.
I haven't even played that game, so nice.
Neither have I.
Yeah, you get a quest, and then there's like multiple options to do it, or you can get 2 separate quests to do the complete opposite thing.
So, what do you think about that quest?
Fun.
I say take it.
I say take it.
I say take it.
Yeah.
Nez.
No, I'm technically still sleeping.
True. Okay, we have 4 out of 5. We're going to be taking the quest.
Well,
I'm
keep in
gonna-
mind that 4th one is still hungover and unconscious. Well,
I
asleep.
still I guess in my books.
Well, I feel like after I gave you out of game note, you immediately gotta say yes anyway.
I mean,
Hey,
we were
it's-
basically already about to say yes because, well, it's in our like direction we're going. We get a bit extra. Escorts are paid, yes, but we get a bit extra.
I mean, we get a good, decent amount of change out of this.
Assuming they all live.
Yeah.
True. And even if one of us doesn't live, we still get more money on top of that.
But that also just basically means if one of the bandits die, well, we basically only get rewarded for bringing one of them in anyway.
True. So only one needs to live.
So if we kill all but one, then it'll be easier to handle the job.
That will give you a demerit, and they will probably arrest you for murder.
Oh. But the
Because
bandits, not people.
they are in the king's custody, as they would see it. Meaning they're under the king's protection, meaning you're killing the king's people.
I mean, but who's gonna know?
The people you're going to be working with. But yeah, I would suggest
Them
probably
too.
getting more
What do you mean
information.
the people we're working with?
Yeah. I'm gonna head up to the counter with the flyer. It's like, yeah. Would it be possible to sign us up for this?
Of course I can. The party information, however, will be only be given out once the escort team from King's Watch arrives. So what
That's
we'll
fair.
be doing now is we'll be putting your name down as an interest, and then once they arrive, they'll be staying for an extra day, which at that time you'll be given any information that they have to give you. And if you wish to continue with accepting this quest, you will do so. If you don't, there will be no demerit on your record.
Okay, good to know. So then, we have about, what, 5 days? Then they arrive, and then we leave on the 6th.
So you have 5
hearing water
days. You then have the day that they should be arriving on the 5th, maybe 6th day. And they'll be leaving on the day after they arrive.
Okay, good to know. So we have 5, 6-ish days to do other shit.
And recover.
All I'm hearing is water cave.
No.
No.
Now, I mean, there are other quests on the board. There shouldn't be some good stuff around here as I head back to the board.
I just got over here.
Oh, now, how long has everyone been talking about that current bounty?
You would be
for?
waking up and probably start to put on your armor.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I've kept you in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to make it a point where our character's probably like up at what, an hour later than everyone else.
Also, a guy with a headache would start feeling sore at this point, laying in bed. You'd probably start tossing and turning.
Do I have to wake up?
I
But,
can make it so you never wake up again.
but it
Where's
is
where's
also
overview?
our usual finish time.
This is true.
So,
How is
I would say would be finishing up the point with Nez would be putting on his armor, you'd be looking at another board, and the drunk would be crawling out of bed.
But
You
mother,
think-
I do not want to leave the comfort of my warmth.
I actually hate laying in bed. It just makes me feel too awake.
No, I
Really?
always
If
try
I
my
get
best
in
to
bed,
spend it.
instead of feeling more sleepy, I just like lay there, trying
Yeah,
to
fair
fall
enough.
asleep.
I'm weird in the fact that I do my best to stay out of bed as long as possible, but once I get in, I try to stay in as long as possible.
Nah.
I think that's
Yeah.
everyone though.
Fair.
If I stay in bed
Yeah,
too long, I feel grumpy that day.
Explains so much.
Yeah, I think we're ending it here now.
It would seem so, as it's a nice place to finish the session.
Hey.
Speak for yourself, I'm hungover.
See,
So a
perfect
great place
spot.
to end the session.
Yeah.
Well,
You still have 6 or so minutes before you reach the 3-hour mark, so.
Yeah, but we're at a nice spot to finish.
Fair.
Sage is huge over. Wow.
Yeah, I
That's like, are you saying that in like a walkie-talkie when I say over at the end of it?
I am just quick typing. It's meant to be a note for me, not a note for you. Make
I wonder if there's like a hungover status effect you can apply to the tokens.
I wish. I
I mean,
wish.
in theory, you could explain that by poisoned to a lesser extent. It's
Yeah.
something to remind you at least.
I mean, for me
Yeah.
personally, I considered being drunk its own separate condition because it makes it easier, especially for a way of the drunken monk, because
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
it'd be-
immunity to being poisoned.
Yeah, I mean, it's 100%. Yeah, it's better if there was a drunk status, but I don't think there is in Foundry, so you kind of got to make do with what you got.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
Maybe poison stable.
Yeah. I'll think about it, but yeah. Also, if you guys could let me know what you're keeping in, like, for shared loot kind of thing.
I think
just-
it goes without saying the health potions.
Yeah, I mean, like, for non-obvious shit. Like, you might want to be keeping the war pickaxe for a reason.
Okay, that's everything I can think of off the top of my head.
mm,
Alright. I'm gonna post that in the other thing, and if people agree with that, just let me know.
I mean,
Probably-
I can publicly post it if you want me to.
Yeah, publicly post it. If people think that they might want to just check it out, let me know. I'm free pretty much all day Tuesday. So we can do it then. Otherwise, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm just gonna give you the amount that it would be you would entitle to if you sold it all.
Does the sensor make it so we can't swear?
The sensor.
Yeah, the sensor is like something that divine people would sometimes use put like incense in there to like burn it.
Oh,
So yes, that would be for me. That is an item I myself am interested in.
yeah.
as a cleric,
I
I
guess
should
I'd
be
put it-
interested in that too.
Yes,
but I don't.
same as Montreal Rat probably be interested in the ink bottle and the pen because wizard.
And also
Yeah.
probably
I'd
the scroll.
True.
I'd probably keep the more metal items, like, I don't know, some of the weapons.
Yeah.
To melt down, I guess.
I will open up this on Tuesday, just all day while I'm home. So if you guys want to have a look and see what you have, and then just send it in the public Discord. What is not written there, I will just give you the coin for.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Except for, I assume, the magic rule item.
That's written on this list I've posted publicly, which we kind of still
Okay.
haven't discussed what we want that item to kind of be either.
That I had no time to fix. Alright, someone pick who a rating, I don't care.
No one I really know is streaming, so
I got no one.
let's raid.
Oh my god,
Twitch
I got
Plays
so many
Pokemon.
people live right now. Jesus.
Yeah, I got no one.
Does Twitch still do Twitch plays Pokemon?
They're playing it right now. Playing Cassette Beast, so
It has its phases.
yeah.
We got somebody doing D&D. Let's roll for dragon.
Are they speaking English?
Oh, they're doing an all bard campaign. That's going to be hectic.
Do you want just for that? Let's go raid them. I found them. You don't need to
There's
say
gonna be a
the
lot of
name.
there's gonna be a lot of Chard support in that.
Let's
campaign.
roll for. We're gonna go and raid. Let's roll for dragons. One word. They're doing new All Bards campaign. They've been up for 1 hour and 48 minutes doing Dungeons and Dragons. We have raided them before. So yeah. I'm going to start my raid into them.
Yeah, I've already started mine.
As I get hit with all the lovely redeems. Thank you, Chaos.
You're very welcome.
Yes, I have been your DM today, a demon. I have been joined with no particular order, Katron.
It's been a pleasure being a player for this amazing campaign.
Nez.
Yes, it's been nice to be a part of it as we're all getting there, starting to build up, and by the looks of things, it's going to start to get a lot harder.
Sage.
We'll catch you later. Really enjoyed this sesh. Can't wait for the next fight.
Omega.
Vita's in.
And Chaos.
Oh, how demon supremacy. Oh, how demon
I
supremacy.
knew you'd say that, so I left you for last. Enjoy your time zones, everybody, and we'll see
I only
you
said that 'cause
sometime
you
next week.
left me for last.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I only
Kale.
ended up